but The Rock is cooking.
Yo, Sports Madness TV, it's your boy, the Dream, back in the house. What's up, people? I got my man Hatter on the other end. Let's get pumped up.
Yeah, boy. What's going on, kid? Happy Monday to you. Welcome back.
No doubt, man. A couple of days off. My son had a birthday party my youngest had a birthday party on Saturday, guys. So we were into the party mode, and we just had a great time. In Connecticut, you guys, our weather is just so crappy, and Saturday was like one of the nicest days of the year. So nobody really knew how to act. We was running around with the tank tops on, polishing up the car, driving, drinking, doing our thing, losing games, by the way.
Speak for yourself on that, Playboy.
Losing games, by the way. Well, I was losing games. Saturday was a bad day. Probably Saturday being one of the nicer days of the year for Connecticut residents, and cool that it was my son's birthday. Had to be one of my worst gambling days in a minute, where I just lost play after play after play. And the worst thing about it was, I woke up in the morning and I loved the Houston Rockets. I said the Houston Rockets was locked, and I knew the Tampa Bay Lightning was a lock, and Golden State Warriors should have won. Why all three of those weren't put in the parlay, I don't know. Why I went playing around with the Raptors. Then I got frustrated with the Raptors, tried to take Golden State minus the spread, got banged up on that. And then the Rangers would have got me, because I did like the Rangers no matter what, so they would have got me. But yeah, it was a bad day Saturday. I lost a little bit of money, but got it all back yesterday and a little bit more.
Have you jumped on the Hatter train yet, kid?
I have not. I'm still not. I did study it though last night. I had the live thing up. I was looking at it. I was studying it last night, trying to see how you do, how you're in and out, because a couple of, our people are on it as well. And you know what? I'm giving it a look. I may dabble at some point. I don't think I'm quite ready yet, but hey, you've been tearing it up, brother. I gotta give you a big shout out. What's up?
Oh man, thank you. It's nice, man. It's nice to actually go on one of these big runs, kid. I haven't had a losing night since last Saturday, dude. 9 days straight so far.
Nice.
Yeah, man. Just feeling it, guys. What I'm doing is I'm doing open money line parlays. I'm doing them one at a time. Very methodically. I'm not pushing anything. If I don't like a play, I'm not going to do it. And then what I do is, if I get in trouble, I could pull the money out or just let it ride. And I've been able to let it ride, man. I've been, the Tigers and the Nasties yesterday closed out the night with the Clippers. Son, it was money yesterday.
Definitely. Want to thank everybody that's retweeting the show this morning. We got LA Wiz Kid, what's happening? Yippin82, what's up? The worst gambler ever. Don't say that, player. We're going to change that right now. The Pick, Nicholas J. Immaculate, Joe Zippy, James Harrelson, P for Prez, Randy Lockhart, Mario Martinez, Vegas Girl 92661, my boy, the infamous Papa Smizerf, Alex Washington, Tip Talker, Face Kicker, Bengal T, Jonesy, Snoopy Betts, Rick Lopez, Jason Riley, Moneyline Hunter, Marco, and Razor Ramon. Good morning to you, people. What's up, man? I'm glad to be in the house. I'm energized. I feel good. I'm ready to get it popping. We yesterday, why don't you tell, dude? Let me take a little step back and let you step into the limelight a little bit. You know what I mean? Since you've been on fire, why don't you do a little bit of recap of what you did yesterday?
Oh, Dave. Well, like I said, man, the Tigers and the Nasties, did it for me yesterday, and the Clippers at the end. And I got news for all you top handicappers out there. Your boy is catching up to you on Capper Tech. I am number 17 in the last 14 days. I'm coming after you, baby. I'm coming for you, and I am not a capper. That's what it's all about right there. So just feeling really good. But you know what, man? Hey, I don't glow too much. That's in the rearview mirror. I want to focus on today. I want to make money today, bro.
Definitely. And guys, I don't know if you guys were catching up last night. Me and Hat were up a little bit late last night, going back and forth over the Clippers-Spurs game. And I don't know what your thoughts about that game was, but my thoughts are, I think the Clippers may be a problem.
I think so, too. We were talking about this last night, man, at halftime. You know, I was just like, I mean, I took them yesterday. I had a really good feeling. I plugged it on the show that they were going to do it. It's crazy what my NBA was, dude. I was talking to my kid yesterday. I said, watch, the Nets are going to lose, but they're not going to lose by more than 10. It's going to be like an 8-9. They ended up losing by 7. Right. And then I on the show I said about my boy, I said it's going to hover right around the spread, and I said don't be surprised if Boston gets a last minute bucket to blow up everybody's line. Kid, Boston had the ball circling the cylinder, man, for that backdoor cover, and they missed. Wow. And my boy covered. And then I said the Clippers would win. So I think the Clippers are a problem, and I think that go ahead.
No, go ahead. You go.
And that DeAndre Jordan fouling strategy is hilarious.
It's my man inbounds, and they immediately two cats, like the two worst guys on the team, come down and pop him. The ball doesn't even pass half court. That is absolutely hilarious. One thing I will say about the game, I'm not ready to jump out of my seat yet with the Clippers. You guys know I like the Clippers, but you know I also like the Spurs. But here's the issue. Here's the one thing before I go and take the Clippers to win this series. I remember, not last year, I believe the year before last, Oklahoma City did the same thing. They came out and blew the doors off the Spurs in game 1 and game 2. And then the Spurs won 4 games in a row. I mean, it was just ugly the way the Spurs, like Oklahoma City they had no answer for what the Spurs adjustment had been. So, interesting series, a very tough series for me because I like both of those teams. But San Antonio last night did look a little bit old, did look a little bit lethargic, did look like the season had wore them down. The other thing I did notice, though, man, it seemed like the Clippers got a lot of calls and no calls when they were fouling.
Yep, absolutely, man.
The Clippers were fouling, and you know what? This is names versus no names because the Spurs got the two big guys down at the bottom when Duncan Sticks comes out. The two no-name guys, you know what I'm saying? That nobody really cares, and they're on the floor just to rebound and pass the ball. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, and foul DeAndre Jordan. That's their other job, to foul. But them dudes were getting hacked to death, and the refs were not calling it. And I was like, yo, man, how are they not calling these fouls?
I don't know, man. I don't know, but. We witnessed it last year with Dallas. I mean, the Spurs went 7 games with Dallas. You know what I'm saying? And Dallas pounded them a few games. So, and they came back and won the title. So, I mean, you definitely can't be counting out the Spurs. But I think it's going to be an interesting series. And I think the youth of the Clippers may outshine the Spurs. But I'm not going to put my stamp on that, guys. I'm going to play game to game to game possibly and see where it lands. But
here's the big thing with the Clippers, and I was telling you about the Clippers before. The Clippers now got my man Jamal Crawford back with that second unit because the Clippers' second unit is garbage, all right? But with Crawford back, now the second unit can do their thing, give the ball to him, and as long as he's hitting, that's going to be a problem. You saw Blake Griffin. Nobody on the court could stop Blake. I don't know what. I'm sure Popovich is going to come up with some scheme to slow him down. The other additive is Chris Paul had a really extremely good offensive game yesterday. I don't know that you can expect that night in and night out from him, though.
Probably not. Probably
you know what
not.
I'm saying?
But he did, finish out the season strong as well. So
no doubt. And he was lights out last night. Hey, want to say good big ups to my man Andy Mack, It's Woots, Jeff Ryan, the Bishop, Eddie E, C Rodriguez Jr., Spot Bet, Direct Sports Solutions, Triple B, Total Sports Edge, Meet Your Maker, Papa Bear, LA Wiz Kids, Yipper 82, the worst gambler ever in the pick. What's going on, gang? Thank you all for the retweets as we get ready to get into the meat and potatoes of the show. I'm gonna give out some scores real quick.
Go for it.
We had the Grizzlies, by the way. Trailblazers out the building.
I know. Big ups to my man Irvin for calling a 14 parlay and cashing, man. Big ups to him on that.
Very nice. Grizzlies ran the Trailblazers out the building, winning that game 100-86. We had the Clippers over the Spurs 107-92. We had the Brooklyn. You know what? I thought Brooklyn wasn't even making the playoffs.
It's because what do you call it? Because Indiana lost to Memphis.
Because Indiana lost to Memphis, exactly. Yeah. Well, we had the nasty Brooklyn Nets. The Hawks beat them 99-92, and the Cleveland Cavaliers won 113-100 over the Boston Celtics. Over on the ice, we had the Canadiens 2-1 over the Senators, the Flames 4-2 over the Canucks, the Blackhawks 4-2 over the Predators, and the Islanders 2-1 over the Capitals. My hockey yesterday was pretty solid, as I gave out the Islanders, gave out the Blackhawks, hit the Canadiens in overtime, and ended up winning the nightcap with the Flames. The hockey really, I think I got a groove with the hockey right now. The hockey's looking like it's definitely going to be a strong suit over the next couple of days, because now I got a little idea how these series I think should go. On the baseball tip, we had the Braves over the Blue Jays 5-2. The Tigers beat the White Sox 9-1. The Mets over the Marlins 7-6. The Yankees beat the Rays 5-3. Pirates over the Brewers 5-2. Orioles beat the Red Sox 8-3. Nationals over the Phillies 4-1. Astros over the Angels 4-3. The Royals beat the Athletics 4-2. I keep telling you guys, Kansas City Royals, Detroit Tigers, ride them. Twins over the Indians 7-2. Padres over the Cubs 5-2. Diamondbacks over the Giants 5-1. Mariners 11-10 over the Rangers. Dodgers 7-0 over the Rockies, and the Cardinals beat the Reds 2-1. Those are your scores.
Speaking of baseball, big ups to the evil genius of Major League Baseball kid on a tear as well, bro. Came on all weekend, man. We had some really good stuff. So big ups to him on that, and we'll keep it moving from there. Hopefully we can all continue what we're doing here.
I took a sneak peek at some of the evil geniuses stuff on the website, and I saw run lines.
Yeah, you got the Mets bullpen 2 days in a row. What a stinger, man. I don't know what's going on with their bullpen. Their rotation is insane, but their bullpen is kind of, I don't know. And Dizzle said it was a little bit of bad coaching. Not bringing in lefties to face lefties and stuff like that. So, I don't know, man. You know what? I'm a big advocate, and my style would be, if I was doing run lines, to buy it down to 1 just so I don't lose.
No doubt.
You know what I mean? But, a lot of people like the run lines, and, hey, if you're successful with it, be my guest and go crush it.
If you like the run lines, you're just straight up cheap. Oh my God, I can't believe how cheap some of you gamblers. Listen, if you don't want to lose, don't play.
I was kidding around with Crush the Bookie about that the other day, man. Funny stuff there. Funny stuff. All right, man. So let's get right into it, dude, because we got a lot to talk about here.
We got to find it. You know what? We should open up a sports book that has coupons. We can send out a flyer every once in a month. You guys tip your coupons. It'd be like, oh, I got a teaser coupon for today.
Oh, I know. All right, let's move right into it, kid.
Let's go.
All right. So, because I am focused today and I want to make some cash, let's shoot over to the NBA first. All right. So, just want to tell you guys what I have for future plays. My future plays are not big this year. I found something, with the open parlays and the live lines and stuff like that. I've been really being extremely successful with. So my future plays are light, but I do have Golden State to win the West. I have Atlanta to win the East. It actually pays 4-1, bro. $200 pays $800 on that. And they're the number 1 seed. So, and they're pretty deep. They keep throwing players at you, by the way. So, I know my boy looked pretty decent yesterday, but I think that's a good hedge opportunity for me if those two teams play each other. And then I threw a couple bucks away on, let's see, Milwaukee, Boston, and Brooklyn to win the East. Just a few dollars, though. Whatever. It is what it is. So, we'll see where it lands, and we'll keep it moving.
I didn't get a chance to talk about my NBA futures, which this year the NBA, the reason why most of us didn't take futures is because they had them highly juiced up. Even me, I didn't. Obviously, anybody who wanted to take, Cleveland, and I thought we would be able to parlay Cleveland and a couple others. It just was too heavy. So I really didn't get involved in a lot of the future work as far as series wagers are concerned with Cleveland and with Golden State. We'll maybe have to wait for the next round, as those futures should pan out and be a little bit more affordable in that category. But I haven't seen. Have you seen the numbers that high before?
The numbers are crazy with Golden State and my boy.
Yeah,
it's like minus 6,000, minus 3,000.
I know.
Forget it. What the hell are you gonna do? I mean, you almost want them to lose game one so you can get a better number. That's what we did with the Pacers last year. Remember? Mm-hmm. Remember when my boy played the Pacers? We waited for them to drop game one, and then we smashed them on the series.
Right.
So but that didn't happen. So now you probably got to lay 20 G's and win $100. So not interested at all. So let's move on to this. All right. So we got the Milwaukee Bucks playing at the Chicago Bulls, and the Bulls are minus 7.5 to 8 with an under over of 187 to 188.5. And I'm reading these from SportsBettersTV.com, where all the best lines are. I don't see Chicago losing. I don't either. And I hate the Bulls. I hate everything about them. But this Milwaukee team, I think maybe it'll sneak one game at home. I think the Bulls win either, 4-1, 4-2 in this series.
Hey, and that's another thing, guys. I want to talk about that. I meant to comment on that before, as, I know a couple of our guests have come on and given the exact outcomes. I'm not a big fan of that. That's another, as far as I'm concerned, penny pincher kind of idea, kind of scenario. Not knocking anybody if they're into it. I mean, hey, if you think you got a feel on it and you think it's that great, go ahead, because it pays extra money. But I think it's just hard enough for the teams to win the series, period, than to try to guess the exact outcome. So my recommendation in that scenario is just take them for the series. Don't fool around with trying to, 4-1 or 4-2. I mean, a lot of things can happen. It is 7 games, and these guys, can decide, hey, we're going to take off a game. I mean, look at last night. Pop and his boys, they dialed it in. You know what I'm saying? At like the 4-minute mark. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
So I mean. Some teams will just say, all right, we're gonna come back the next day. We got the next game. So, I'm just not a big fan of picking the exact outcomes. If you're gonna pick the series, I think you should just take the series. All
right. My man Irvin is also saying big ups to the Queen of Odds for her UFC stuff.
Yeah, Queen of Odds apparently was killing it. I guess she killed it Saturday. I don't know about the UFC. I do know about some of her hockey, which was on point. And big ups to her for that.
Oh, definitely. And the legendary Scott Matthews came on, kid, and gave the over in the Rockets game. That cashed too.
Like that was
like
on
a laugher, dude. Yeah.
Awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, definitely. So big ups to him at smpicks.com. All right, so next one we got on the ticket here. So we don't think the Bulls lose the game, but we're not giving the points.
No, definitely not. But I'm also staying away from the game as I don't love it.
You don't love it?
I don't love it. I want to see a little bit more of the Bulls. I want to see, how Rose looks tonight now, and see what kind of adjustments maybe the Milwaukee's made. So I don't love this game. So I actually am staying away from this game.
Gibson is day-to-day and Heinrich is day-to-day with knee injuries for Chicago.
Okay.
Taking a look at this, I mean, I just don't see them losing this game. I think I'm going to start, and it is nasty, as disgusting as this sounds, I think I'm going to start a moneyline parlay with the Bulls.
Okay.
I think I'm going to do it. I got to do a little bit more homework, guys. It's just an initial lean, but we'll have the conversation later on, and I will post it on Twitter if that is something that I'm getting involved with. So let's just see what we got as far as the next game on a ticket here. We got the New Orleans Pelicans at the Golden State Warriors, and the line is anywhere from 11.5 to 12 with an under-over 205 to 206. Son, Golden State can turn it on at any minute, but it
they
seems
can also
like
have it off.
Yeah, it seems like towards the tail end of the games they just kind of like fall back. I think now that this has happened to them a couple games in a row, I think they're going to kind of be cognizant of it, and I think that they're going to – I really think that they're going to just not have it anymore. You know what I mean? They'll probably keep their starters in till like 3-4 minute mark left.
Dude, I don't know what happened. All I know is them playing around cost me Saturday's spread.
Oh, I know.
And that's why I hate playing a spread, too, for you spread lovers out there who want to always talk to me about those. And because Golden State really, a 22-point fourth quarter and allowing a 33-point fourth quarter out of the Pelicans, that was not supposed to happen. I mean, It happened, and I know everybody wants to act like, oh, I told you, I knew. So you guys do not. You know what? You guys just like chasing dogs. Okay? All you saw was the Pelicans with a bunch of points, and you said, okay, let me take a shot at it. So, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. I would think, and I happen to agree with you, I think Golden State's going to be a little bit more focused tonight. I'm not taking a minus the spread, though, because I'm going back to what, how I know how to make my money, which I'm going back to my comfort zone, which is the money lines. So I have Golden State in the money line, and I have them already, and I have them paired up with the hockey game.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. And you're staying away from the Bulls. So those are the only two.
I'm staying away from
those
the
are the
Bulls,
only
yes.
two NBAs tonight.
Yep.
All right, so whatever. We'll see where it goes. And let me just take a look real quick at Golden State, how they match up with this team. Golden State is superior in like every single category, scoring 110 points a game, man. Wow. That's a lot of points per game. They're actually ranked number 1 in the league. And,
I do like Golden State, though. I think that they covered your spread. I would buy it down to like 9.
9.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
9, maybe even 8. But I still think they're going to cover that, though. I see them really. I think they'll really be focused tonight, and they'll really come to play, because I don't really think they appreciated the 33-point fourth quarter.
No, definitely not. And they did that against I want to say it was the Grizzlies.
Yeah, but you don't mind that regular season. Playoffs, you don't want to be doing that in the playoffs.
No, definitely not. Speaking of the Grizzlies, man, what did you think yesterday?
I don't know.
Seems like they kind of turned it around a little bit. They had some momentum yesterday.
They turned it around a little bit. My man Conley had a really, really good game. The Trailblazers, they play terrible they're a terrible road team. Well, not terrible, but they're not a good road team. We gotta watch this series, man. I think this another series. I think is gonna go 7 games. I see that. I see them winning the 2 in Memphis. I see Portland winning the 2 in Portland, and then the back and forth. So we gotta watch this series and see if we could find an angle at it. But I definitely think that it goes true to home team wins this series.
All right. Big ups to my man Too Tall out there. Sir Mata is out there. Maddie Fresh, Mo, Almighty Kev, Joseph Del Rosario's been tearing it up. Got my man JC with the hashtag. I got Bobo, Man versus Spreads, who's getting involved with the live line like your boy is. And the Andy Mack, just to name a few.
I've been seeing a lot of people have been really tearing it up, and I'm happy you guys are really out there winning right now. You've been using all the techniques and all the styles and everything we've been talking about, man. I've been watching it like come to life right in front of my eyes here on Twitter, which is just so awesome and incredible, to see you guys just getting out there, getting that money, doing your thing, winning. Everybody's posting their wins and say, yo, Dream, check me out.
Yeah.
Look what I did. Look at this. Check this out. And, that's what this is all about. So I'm excited. I'm amped. I'm pumped up. And that's what's up.
They are using the hashtag SBTV Nation when they're posting their plays, and everybody gets to see them, man. So that's what it's all about, baby. It's the biggest sports betting community in the world that we've created, and we're growing by the day. Spreading like a virus, growing like a fungus, non-stop. So let's move on to the NHL playoffs, brother, and then we'll do baseball, because I have a game in baseball that I really like that I'm going to close out a parlay with.
Awesome.
We got the New York Rangers at the Pittsburgh Penguins, and the Rangers are actually favored in this, minus 115 with an under-over of 5.
The Rangers threw everybody a curveball on Saturday, losing Saturday's game. I did not see that coming from a mile away, but they did lose a game. So they are now awake that the Penguins are a professional hockey team and have come to play. That being said, I still think the Rangers win tonight.
On the road?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's got stomach ache written all over it.
The
brother.
Rangers are 1,000 times. Okay, listen. You guys got stomach ache. I'm gonna move this into basketball equivalents. All right. The Rangers are Golden State. All right, and the Penguins are Brooklyn.
Oh, I don't know. You're probably more like Grizzlies. I don't know about Brooklyn,
No,
dude.
man, I'm telling you. I'm telling you, the Penguins are not a good team, and the Penguins, they got in at the end of this. The last game of the season, they got in. They had to beat the Sabres to get into the playoffs. Listen, the Rangers should beat the Penguins up, but I'm not playing it. But I think that the Rangers win this game for sure.
What about a little in-game action once you get a look?
Nah, I'm not. You know what? I got enough money. I got mediocre money invested in this par. I've got myself in a little bit of trouble playing a little bit too much money all over the place and losing some plays that have come back to bite me. You know, messing up the bankroll for the futures. You know, that national nickel play I made last week or whenever I made it, that really hurt the bankroll for some of my future work. I'm not trying to do that again. So I gotta really be cognizant of how I play the money.
Kid, I've been crushing the nasties ever since that.
Yeah, I know, and guess what? I think about the nasties. Luckily, this is a kid-friendly show, as I would throw out a couple of choice words about how I feel about the Nationals.
Definitely, man. And I did. We got harangue the other day. Plus 161.
Are you related to him?
No. I partied with him and Chris Sale and Quito and LeBron James, before, you know what I'm saying? So those are all my boys. I'm just playing. I haven't. All right, let's see. We got the St. Louis Blues playing at the Minnesota Wild. Minnesota Wild minus 130, and the under-over is 5. I think the Wild get this series.
Bingo. This game is, I don't know who's winning the series, but I am going to roll with the Wild in this particular situation here, as they are coming back home. They're getting their first game at home in their Stanley Cup playoffs, and they should be excited. The atmosphere should be electric. I have the Wild, and I have Golden State in a money line parlay for a relatively nice figure that I'm going to try to win and really get a hold of this and really get a handle of the hockey and NBA playoffs. Guys, I know you guys love your baseball right now. The only thing I can say to you is this. It's a 162 game baseball season. You're at like the 150 mark right now, somewhere around there, right? You got NHL playoffs and NBA playoffs right now where it's win or go home. So as far as I'm concerned, my money is going to be in the NBA and the NHL. I know some of you guys don't like hockey. I got no problem with that. Yeah. I get it. Some of you guys might not like basketball. I got no problem with that. I don't get it. But if you got athletes playing in a playoff situation compared to 100 and some odd games still left in the baseball season. So I'm just saying, I'm not saying don't play baseball, but I'm saying, if you're going to get involved with baseball, you might want to watch your bankroll, and go easy. If you're going to play major money, it should be turned towards the NBA and the NHL. This is my opinion.
I'm on another side right now. I get it. I get it with the hockey. I haven't really dabbled in hockey. The NBA playoffs for sure. I mean, there's some serious money to be made there. But you can't forget
money. I'm saying the effort.
Yeah. Yeah. But I'm just saying you can't look beyond King Felix being on the mound the other night. You know what I'm saying? You can't look beyond Strasburg. You know what I'm saying? Like some of these big pitchers, man. I've been cashing with them.
Yeah, but Strasburg lost his first outing, right?
Yeah, but not the other night. He won. Or yesterday.
Right.
Yeah.
But does he come out of the game after a few innings?
He actually pitched till, I want to say, the 8th inning.
But he came out, right?
Yes.
With
a 4-1 lead.
You still got more. I'm just saying, as far as the effort value is concerned.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. I think you get. I think you get less effort maybe like in the dog days of summer when you're like, June, July. I think that's when they kind of fall back a little bit. But I think right now, man, it's like everybody's excited. They've been resting for so long. I'm seeing some pretty good baseball out there, man. I'll be honest with you. So and that is a big difference from when I used to be last year. I hated baseball last year. I really did. I really did. But now I'm like excited to watch it, dude. That that sounds kind of crazy.
Excited to watch
baseball.
baseball.
Oh man, yeah, definitely. So let's see.
To be excited to watch
yes,
baseball.
sir. Yes, sir. Anaheim. Come on, cashing tickets, Playboy.
Big ups to all you cappers that's telling me how you're killing it in baseball, because Hatter's killing it in baseball. so that's kind of saying that you could just throw whatever your system is right out the window.
Shut up.
Because if the hat is killing it in baseball, then I am definitely not impressed with your baseball.
Wait till you see all the photos I send you, my checks I get sent home, Playboy. That's all I got to say about that. All right.
Murdering the baseball. I love it.
Crushing it, man. Crushing it. All right. Anaheim Ducks at the Winnipeg Jets is the last game on the ticket as far as NHL playoffs is concerned. Winnipeg Jets are minus 135 with an under-over of 5. What do you think of the Ducks here, kid?
I honestly think that this game is worth taking a shot with the Ducks. It reminds me of the Habs yesterday playing Ottawa. Last year the Ducks got embarrassed in the playoffs last year, and I think that they're very, they are very cognizant of that, and they don't want to see that happen again this year. Those of you guys who love it, which is like our whole audience and like half the gambling world, who love, getting extra money on, a quality team. This isn't a bad spot to take the Ducks plus the 134. I'm not doing it personally because it's not my style, but I think I really think it's worth the shot because I could see the Ducks honestly winning this game.
You're getting an underdog, huh? Well, you're not playing it.
I don't feel that the Ducks are an underdog. That's the difference in me taking this particular game.
Okay. All right, I got the idea. All right, so that's going to do it for the NHL playoffs. So your big play is the Minnesota Wild, and you are putting that with the Golden State Warriors on a moneyline parlay. What's that pay? That's got to pay kind of even money, right?
It pays just under even money. I'm going to pull it up in a minute. I'm going to post it, and I'll tell you exactly what it pays in 1 second.
All right. Hey, don't forget, this Sunday is WWE pay-per-view. Just saying. My package is available, guys. $9.99. The Hatter WWE package. And if you act now, I'll take $30 off it, so it'll be $969.
Guys got to get out there and get Hatter's baseball package.
Son, don't let the guys that are not handicappers be number one on a documentation site. Don't let that happen, because I will put that out all day long, every day, if that happens. All right. So let's just take a look here.
I got cats DMing me, hit me up talking about how they off the hook in baseball, and you're off the hook in baseball.
Well, let's not jinx it, man. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
I want to kind of be methodical here, and actually I'm spending more now that I'm winning. I'm spending more time on it because I'm like, I just made this much and that much, and I'm like, dollars per hour. It's pretty good. That's all I'm saying about that. I love it. So, all right.
I hope you tear. I really hope you kill baseball, because I will really be the biggest cheerleader of you blowing up baseball that there ever was.
Oh, that's awesome. Cool deal. All right, so let's move into the baseball ticket, man, because I'm pretty excited about what we got going on. We got an early game today. We got the Baltimore Orioles at the Boston Red Sox, and the Sox are minus 115. Taking a look at this, the total is 8.5. Guys, I'm not playing totals in baseball. Just not doing it. It's just not my thing right now. If you guys are on it, team totals and all that, good luck to you. Baltimore's got Chen on the mound. Boston's got Masterson on the mound. Taking a look at these two teams, let's see. Baltimore Orioles, they're both 7-5. Baltimore Orioles is superior in most categories statistically. But a money line guy betting $100 a game, you're up $227 on Baltimore. You're only up 73 with Boston. So Boston's been a little bit more heavily favored than Baltimore. What's your take? You got any information on this?
Well, we know that my man Chin he's got no decisions as of yet, and he's got a 4.35 ERA. Masterson is 1-0 with a 7.59 ERA for the Red Sox. In this spot, this particular game here, I mean, I'm not playing it, but I would lean Orioles.
All right, but they're on the road, so just look at that a little bit, okay? It's an early game on the road. Tough game. AL East matchup, I don't know. I think there's better games out there than that. And I know a lot of you guys are going to be out there because it's the only game early and you want to play because you love the action. I recommend that you don't do it. Save your money for something that you really love. Don't just play something because it's in the middle of the day and you're going to be hitting refresh on your phone every 2 minutes when you're at work. That's not cool.
You might get hit with this game ended up being later anyway because we got rain. We're on the East Coast. We got rain. I don't know which way it's coming from or going to. So this game may have a few rain delays. Yeah,
good point. You got to take a look at it and see where it goes. So let's move on from there and see what we got. So next one we got on the ticket, we got the New York Stanks at the Detroit Tigers. That's a 7:05 start. Detroit is minus 127 with an under-over of 8.5. This Detroit Tigers team, man, if you guys been betting them every game, you are laughing all the way to the bank. The Yankees got CC on the mound, and Detroit's got Simon on the mound. I'm taking a look at it right here. If you're a $100 bettor, you are up $834 with the Detroit Tigers, and you are actually down 53 with the New York Stanks. Detroit is tearing it up. I mean, they're offensively, they're scoring almost 6 runs a game, and they're letting up under 3. They're team ERA, offensive hits, defensive hits, walks and Ks. I mean, they're solid, and they're far superior to the Yankees. But what do you got on here, dude?
Fat CC on the mound today. I think he's a wrap. The Yanks just stink this year. Can't really find anything to get going. They're 6-6, 4-2 away, and the Tigers are tearing it up. 10-2, 5-1 at home. Simon's got a 2.03 ERA. Fat CC got a 5.68 ERA. Listen, it ain't hard to tell.
See, Dizzle thinks that CC's kind of getting up there. You know what I mean? He thinks he's going to have some issues going down the stretch. So,
well, we said that. I said CC. I thought CC was a wrap. I said that his first game of the season.
Yeah.
As I went against him, and I even though I had it with a loser. Yeah, no, I think he's done, bro.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll see. I mean, he's got to catch a win sooner or later. So I don't think it's going to be against the Tigers, but I am not betting that game either. I'm staying away. Next one I got on the ticket is the Chicago Cubs at the Pittsburgh Pirates. And Pittsburgh's minus 115 with an under-over of 7. Pittsburgh is picking up right where they left off last year with their home field dominance, home park dominance here. Chicago's got Arrieta on the mound, and Pittsburgh's got Burnett on the mound. Taking a look at this. It's good. I like reading, what you're doing money-wise here. If you're betting the Cubs every day, you've made $5 so far. And Pittsburgh actually minus 64, but I know it was a lot worse than that. They've been, kind of tearing it up over the last few days.
I love if you bet the Cubs every day, you're plus $5. I was talking to somebody about the Cubs, and they were trying to tell me how the Cubs were a good team. And I was like, I was recommending that you stay away from some of the, the bad teams. And I think for some reason, threw the Cubs in there, and they were like, no, the Cubs are a good team this year.
No, definitely not. I mean, I got a good look at him the other day with versus San Diego. I was like, nah, not really feeling him. And Lester can't get out of his own way either.
No doubt.
It's too bad.
But Lester, you know what? He's one of those, he's a knuckleball pitcher. You know what I'm saying? So it's either popping or it's not.
Yeah. I hear you, man. I hear you. All right. So moving on from there, guys, as far as an opinion on that game, I don't know yet. I'd have to do a little bit more digging on it. Pittsburgh at home has been pretty good, going back to last year. So they're 5-2 straight up in the last 7 games as well. Where
Pirates are 4-2 at home, and the Cubs are 2-1 away. Listen, I'm good with this game. It's a nasty. Both these teams kind of remind me of each other in a sense, but whatever.
Yeah, I'm going to keep it moving from there and keep going. So next one I got on the ticket here is the Cincinnati Reds at your favorite, the Brew Crew. And Yodo said he's getting some tickets for you guys. Let's see, the Brew Crew minus 112 with an under-over of 7.5. Taking a look at this one here. Let's just see who I got pitching. Cincinnati's got Hold on one second.
Here we go.
Sclafiani.
Go ahead, Nation. Hit him up.
Milwaukee's got Peralta on the mound.
Let's see. I think I do a better job than you do with the pitcher matchup.
I think you do too.
I'm the baseball guru now, so I could do it. You know what I'm saying? All right. So let's see what we got. There's the jam, kid. All
Yes,
right.
sir.
All right. Let's see. Where are we? Cincinnati is superior in like everything, surprisingly. Milwaukee has been just tanking 2-10, bro. Nasty. That's your team, though. Let's see. Milwaukee, if you're a $100 better, dude, you're down $883. My God. Cincinnati, you're down 156. Cincinnati is superior in runs against, runs differential, money. Team ERA, offensive hits, offensive walks, offensive strikeouts, defensive hits, the whole package. But Cincinnati is 1-7 straight up in the last 8 games. I don't know what the hell is going on with this team, but Milwaukee is 0-5 in the last 5.
The Brew Crew is just a dusty, awful, terrible team, and they're on their list of teams that I will not bet. The Brewers and the Nationals right now and the San Francisco Giants also are the 3 teams that I will not go near this so far this season until they really, really turn it around. And the White Sox are borderline jumping on that list too.
All right. All right, man.
I got a do not play list.
Okay. I like it. I like the do not play list. All right, let's see. We got the Cleveland Indians at the Chicago White Sox, and Cleveland's slightly favored minus 110 with an under-over of 8.5. And these are the best lines you're going to get, guys. Just saying. Right now at this very moment. Let's see who Cleveland's got on the mound today. Cleveland's got Bauer on the mound. Chicago White Sox have Dank on the mound. What's their ERAs and stuff? You got them?
Yes, I do. Dank is 0-2 with a 6.97 ERA, and Power is 2-0 with a 1.50 ERA. The Indians are 3-3 with a road record, and the White Sox are 2-1 at home. Both teams are 4-7 for the season.
Okay. Yeah, taking a look at that. That game can go either way. I mean, you got to really feel how Bauer's pitching right now, but I don't know. There's a game on my radar, guys, that I really like, so it's making me stay away from a lot more games. Cleveland's bullpen, though, they've only pitched 7.5 innings in the last 3 games, so their starters have been going pretty deep into the game. A minimum of it's about an average of 7 2/3 innings that they're going. So pretty interesting there. Just to take a look at it. Next one we got on the ticket here is the Minnesota Twins at the K-Sizzle Royals. K-Sizzle's minus 146 with an under-over of 8. That money line has gone down a little bit, guys. I locked it in. I am on the K-Sizzle Royals today to close out a parlay. I was able to get them at minus 153, but it's now down to 146. Not quite sure why. I got to take a look at it a little bit further and see where it goes. Let's see. Minnesota's got Gibson on the mound. K-Sizzle's got Volquez on the mound. What do you got for I got him right here. Gibson is, let's see.
1-1 with a 6.10 ERA. Volquez is 1-1 with a 2.30 ERA. The Royals are 9-3. The Twins are 5-7. The Royals are 5-1 at home, while the Twins are 1-5 away. I also like Kansas City today, and I'll probably take Kansas City and parlay them with Detroit myself.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Kansas City overall scoring is number 1 in the league. 5.7 runs a game, brother. So, and they're home. And they got Volquez on the mound. Taking K-Sizzle. It makes sense. It totally makes sense. Guys, you know what? Like I said, I'm not a handicapper. You know what I'm saying? You want to tail me, fade me, whatever the hell you want to do. It's all good. But
you might want to tail him right now, though. He ain't a capper, but he wins a lot.
Feeling pretty damn good these days, man. So let's keep it moving from there and see what we got. Scrolling to the next one here, we've got San Diego at Colorado. Colorado minus 125 with an under-over of 9.5. Let's see what we got as far as pitchers are concerned. I've got San Diego's got Despain on the mound. Colorado's got De La Rosa. Let's see. What do you got for ERAs there and records?
Despain's got he's 1-0 with a .77 ERA. The Padres are 8-5. They're 3-3 away. The Rockies are 7-5, 1-2 at home. And De La Rosa's getting his first start today, so we don't have any information on him.
Okay. All right, so we'll see what we got with that. I don't really have an opinion on this game, guys. Got to be honest with you. I mean, San Diego's been playing pretty good ball. They're 4-1 straight up in the last 5 games. Colorado is 11 going back to last year, 11-3 straight up in the last 14 games at home. So, you know, they got some pretty good bats going on over there, man. So, you know, and you throw Coors Field into the mix here. You know, you expect, you know, maybe like 5-4. 7-3, you know, something like that. You know what I mean? So, but the totals, guys, if you look at in Colorado Rockies, they play in Coors Field. You just, you know, for all you new baseball people out there, and what it is that it's in a mile-high city. So what happens is the balls sail out of the park a lot easier. So you're going to see the totals going to be, you know, 9 to 10.5. on any Colorado home game. So just be aware of that. Don't look at that heavy number and be like, oh, there's no way they're going to score that many runs. You know what I mean? So just be careful because it's probably about 50%, you know, under-over when the lines are that high. So scrolling to the next one here, Dream, you got an opinion on that or no?
No.
Oh, okay. All right. Next one we got on the ticket, we got the Oakland A's at the L.A. Angels. And the L.A. Angels minus 140 with an under-over of 7.5. And I'm looking at this. Oakland's got Graverman on the mound. LA's got Shoemaker on the mound. What do you got for stats on them?
Graveman's 1-1 with a 7.27 ERA for the Athletics. The Oakland A's are 6-7 with 3-3 away. The Angels 5-7, 0-3 at home. So the Angels haven't gotten a win at home yet. They got Shoemaker on the mound. He's 2-0 with a 4.38 ERA. That's been one of the bright spots. I don't know what's going on with the A's. I can't seem to figure them out. You know, I think that they're not, you know, last year's team, but then all of a sudden they get offensively going. Then I think that they are last year's team, and then they don't get going. So I can't really gauge them yet, so I guess I got to watch a few more games, but it does seem like they are not the same team as they were last year, especially offensively. So I think you have to step away and take a little bit away from that. The Angels, I'll tell you, I'm really surprised they're 0-3 at home because I think that they're better than that, but apparently they're not, as that's their record.
Both teams are under 500, bro.
Yeah, I know, man. I know.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? I'm taking a look at it, and Oakland is superior in every single category on my little smart chart here. So, but you know, you got to think that the LA Angels are going to catch a win at home at some point. That may be something I may look at later on, guys. It's 10:05 start. I may look at that later. on, and I mean, it's, you know, we'll see where it goes. My man, Face Kicker, brought up something very interesting, guys, and I want to bring this up to you guys and kind of just let you know where I'm at with this, okay? He's saying that a Cases of Royals and Chicago Bulls moneyline parlay pays a little more than even money, which is dope. That's awesome, okay? And that probably would hit. However, here's the problem I have with it. I don't like taking two teams that are playing at the same time in the same parlay. The reason why I don't do it is because if I want to hedge out of one, what if I hedge out of one and the other one, you know, somebody comes back and wins and I lose both? You know what I'm saying?
That's the other thing
about
I'm
not trying to do that.
Package.
Yeah.
If you guys get Hatter's package, he'll give you the play, and then the next day when you tell him that you lost, Hatter will tell you how, I got out of the game in the second quarter. I didn't like the way it was looking.
I try to post my live lines, dude. I'm doing the best I can to post them. You know what I mean? So, you know.
You want to choke slap it.
What you mean you pulled out of that?
You know what I'm saying?
But the only way I'm going to lose is if I get pounded. Like, if I got K-Sizzle and they fall down, 5-0, 7-0, 6-0, something like that, guys, it's a loss. There's nothing you could do about it. But if it's, if they're down 3-1 or something like that, I could pull out. I'll lose a little bit of money. But, if I get pounded right out the gate, that's the only way you lose. With the way I got it.
This package comes with a divorce attorney. Yeah. As if you get involved with it and you're married, you're going to get divorced because you're going to be required to be in front of the TV watching games all night, all day. Somebody ain't going to have it. So be cognizant of that when you buy that package.
Oh, man, I know. My bride is, you know what? I extended the birthday week to a weekend to a whole package. And, I was just doing the computer thing and whatever. And, she was cool about it on Friday. But by the time Sunday came along, she's like, all right, enough. I said, but babe, I'm cashing. Don't you want a nice 30th birthday party and a 5-year anniversary, which are in the same week, by the way? Oh, how bad is that?
Double bubble.
Within actually 10 days of each other. So, wow. Yeah, that's a dagger. So, but anyway, that's how I feel about that, bro. So if I do those two teams, what I'm going to do is I'm going to close. I already put it in. I already put K-Sizzle to close out a 3-teamer. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the Bulls, maybe, to start a new one. You know what I mean? So we'll be on the same page with that. I'll discuss it later on with you. And he's saying he hears exactly what I'm saying. So big ups to him on that. Last MLB we got on the ticket, we got the Houston Astros at the Seattle Mariners. And Seattle minus 158 with an under-over of 7. Really loved the way my man King Felix played the other night. He was lights out. And but he is not on the mound today. I've got, let's see. Wojciechowski and for Houston. I think I got that. That's a Polak like me, so we're good. I think I can pronounce the ski names fine. And let's see, we got Seattle's got Iwakuma on the mound, and let's see what do you got for that?
Yeah, Wojo is 0-1 with a 4.50 ERA, and Iwakuma is 0-1 with the 6.55 ERA. The Houston Astros are 6-6, 2-1 away, and the Mariners are 5-7, 3-3 at home. No opinion on this game for me.
Yeah, I'm going to fall back from that. I really, really like this K-Sizzle 8:10 Eastern time start, and we'll go from there. That's like the only one on my radar today, guys. So I'm eyeballing that, and I'm eyeballing the Chicago Bulls on a new money line parlay. I think that's going to do it for me. So, what you got left?
If you guys were interested in the 2-team parlay, we were talking about the Golden State Warriors and the Minnesota Wild. I got Golden State minus a whopping, and I know, guys, sit down, and I can't wait to hear everybody shaking their head like I could care. Minus 900, and the Minnesota Wild are minus 135. The 2-team parlay, $120 makes you 107.
That's not bad, dude.
Not bad at all.
Not bad at all. All right, guys. So, Dream, we're nearing the 10 o'clock hour, kid. I got to go and I got to be honest with you. I got to work, but I got to do homework too, man. I'm kind of feeling myself with playing here, man. So, I think I found something I love.
I absolutely love that you're all on baseball.
I'll take just get on the Hatter baseball train, brother. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to tell everybody, guys, what goes up must come down. We have this conversation, okay? Just do your own homework on the game, and if you're feeling my way, great. If not, go the other way. To each his own, and hopefully, maybe you get plus 1.5 or something like that, and we both cash. But what you got to shout out, brother?
Hey, just want to send a big ups to all the people that give us our support each and every day. I like the all yips out there. Dank, Mr. Dank, the First Lady over at the Fake Fam. Hey, First Lady, I know you've been taking a little bit of feedback. Keep doing your thing, baby girl. Don't pay that any attention. Joey, Herbs, we got Randomly Unpredictable.
Yes, great
TNT
dude there.
Picks. Yep. Randy Lockhart's out there. Cash Action Bet. Vegas Girl 92661. LVCC. Papa Smurf Jonesy. World Sports Picks. Hockey Immortal. Sin City Maverick. Rick Lopez. Clown Man Swag. Nicholas J. Scott Weaver. The Capper Zone. Total Edge. Sports, Total Sports Edge, excuse me, The Winning Picks, Elvin XL, MT Pockets, Tip Talker, Deeks Picks, LV White Shark, Shane Redinius, The Queen of Odds, German Cowboy, Wicked Odds, and so many more. Guys, I am the Dream. Thank you so much for listening to the show and for your contributions. And always remember who you're with and make the most of each and every day, because you never can get this time back.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, and one thing I forgot to mention, your man Tim Tebow got a 1-year contract with the Eagles. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did.
Unbelievable. Hey, you know what? Maybe he'll come out and run the ball a few times this year. All right, guys, with that said, we are Sports Bettors TV, sportsbettorstv.com. We are the biggest show in the world. We are having an absolute blast every single day, cashing tickets and joking around and just loving life on this beautiful Monday morning.
Tim Tebow, I can't even believe you even brought that up.
I don't know what Chip's doing over there, man.
You know what? I'm gonna go ask Chip for a tryout. I'll be like, yo, you give it to you, let Tebow. You gonna give him a shot? You might as well let me play.
Oh, man. Big ups to Vast Sports Picks as well. Welcome to the party, brother. And Straguzzi is telling me that Gibson does well versus KC. Beat him last week, so I'll take a look at that, man. Thank you for the warning. I appreciate it. And if I get in trouble, like I said, I'll get out of it. But we love you to death, guys. Go out there. Go easy. Do your homework. And get that money. Take care.